Welcome to Science in Seconds. This video will focus on the chemical reactions of photosynthesis. Every day, approximately 247 million gigawatts of solar energy reaches the Earth. To put that in perspective, that's over 20,000 times the amount of energy consumed by humans in 1 year. But what happens to all of this energy? Only a small percentage of this solar radiation enters Earth's ecosystems through photosynthesis, a process in which plants convert the sun's energy into a form that plants and animals can use. Photosynthesis is a complex series of chemical reactions that take place in the chloroplast of the plant cell. The chloroplast is a double-membrane organelle that contains a green chemical pigment called chlorophyll. The entire process of photosynthesis takes place in two key steps. The first step is the light reactions, which are powered by energy from the sun. The second step is the Calvin cycle, or the dark reactions. These can take place using the outputs of the light reactions and therefore do not require any energy from sunlight. The light reactions take place in a part of the chloroplast called the thylakoid. During the light reactions, solar energy, which travels to the Earth in waves of particles called photons, enter the chloroplast in the plant cell. The photons interact with the chlorophyll inside the chloroplast and transfer their energy to the chlorophyll molecules. This energy is used to split apart molecules of water. Oxygen atoms that were split from the water molecules bond together to form molecules of O2, or atmospheric oxygen, which is excreted as waste from the stoma of the leaf. Enzymes in the chloroplast take the leftover hydrogen atoms and bond them to a carrier molecule, transforming NADP+ into NADPH. But what happened to the energy that was released when the water molecules were split apart? Well, this energy is used to join two molecules together, ADP and a phosphate. Because of the way these molecules are structured, adding that extra phosphate onto a molecule of ADP stores a lot of energy in that single chemical bond. This newly formed ATP and the NADPH molecules will leave the thylakoid and move into the next step to photosynthesis. Here's a summary of the light reactions. Water molecules are split using energy from sunlight. The energy bonds a phosphate atom to a molecule of ADP, making a molecule of ATP. The hydrogen atoms from the water molecules are added to molecules of NADP+ to make molecules of NADPH. The leftover atoms of oxygen bond together and are secreted from the leaf as O2. In the dark reactions, carbon dioxide gas enters the chloroplast. The ATP synthesized during the light reactions are used in a series of complex reactions that rearrange atoms of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen into a single molecule of glucose, which has the chemical formula C6H12O6. At the end of the dark reactions, energy from the ATP molecule has been used up, so it's back to being one molecule of ADP and one atom of phosphate. The NADPH molecule gave up its hydrogen to the newly formed glucose, transforming back into a single molecule of NADP+. ADP, phosphate, and NADP+ are moved back into the thylakoid space and are reused in the next round of the light reactions. Here's a summary of the dark reactions. Carbon dioxide is split into carbon and oxygen atoms using ATP created during the light reactions. Hydrogen is added to growing glucose molecules. This hydrogen was brought over from the light reactions. ADP, phosphate, and NADP+ are recycled by the chloroplast. The glucose that is produced is secreted out of the chloroplast for use inside the plant.
Created using Powtoon.